Zuko was supposed to be Team Avatar's enemy for almost the entire series, chasing Aang, burning villages, and doing everything he could to capture the Avatar. But eventually, he found his way to the light side, joining Aang on his mission to defeat Ozai and bring an end to the Fire Nation's war. What followed was arguably the best 3-episode stretch in the entire show, and I know that's saying a lot when Atla has so many incredible episodes. These mini-adventures with Zuko not only showed how much our characters had grown, but also expanded the lore of the Avatar world and gave us some of the most iconic moments in the entire fandom. Welcome back to The Casual TV, and if you love Avatar The Last Airbender, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's jump right into the video. If you don't know which 3 of these episodes I'm talking about, I'm gonna need you to look in the mirror real quick and question your Avatar loyalty. Of course I'm talking about the Zuko trips with Aang, Sokka, and Katara, the Firebending Masters, the Boiling Rock, and the Southern Raiders. Each of these episodes has its own iconic moments, from the colorful flames of the dragons breathing fire onto Aang and Zuko, to Sokka and Zuko's awkward but hilarious interactions on the war balloon.
My first girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
And of course Katara going full badass when she stops the rain while confronting her mother's killer.
Me!
These episodes gave us these scenes that will live on in the fandom forever. Avatar wasn't just clip farming though, they were fleshing out the characters' chemistry with Zuko. Aang always wondered if him and Zuko could have been friends, and they showed that off by throwing some subtle jabs at each other. In the Boiling Rock, Sokka is unsure of himself and losing his confidence as his plans have been failing him as of late. Zuko, who Ara once criticized for never thinking things through, actually steps up. He chooses his words carefully, and when Sokka's at his lowest point, Zuko reminds him,
You're going to fail a lot before things work out. Even though you'll probably fail over and over and over again, you have to try every time. You can't quit because you're afraid you might fail.
And for Katara, the dynamic is even deeper. She wants to confront Yan Ra, while Aang and Sokka encourage forgiveness. Whether you side with Katara's anger or Aang's mercy doesn't really matter, because the key is Zuko standing by Katara no matter what, supporting her ambition and giving her space to find her own closure. The interaction between the characters is almost as good as the plots themselves. In the Firebending Masters, we build up to what we think is going to be 2 old head firebenders that use crazy techniques, but the plot twist that the dragons are still alive takes you by surprise. In the Boiling Rock, the tension never lets up. At first, we're unsure if Sokka and Zuko can escape with the cooler. Then Hakoda shows up at the prison, raising the stakes even higher. And finally, the showdown on the gondola has you biting your nails, wondering how they will survive once the guards start cutting the lines. And in the Southern Raiders, the suspense is all emotional. From the very beginning, you're asking yourself, is Katara really going to go through with it? She comes dangerously close to killing Yan Ra, but in the end, she chooses not to take the life of a broken, weak old man. The importance to the overarching story should not go understated also. Aang needed to learn firebending, but Zuko refused to let him learn through anger and hatred. Together, they discovered the true meaning of firebending, that it represents life, energy, and creation, not just destruction and devastation. The perfect way to lead the next generation of firebenders with the true way of firebending. Like we said, for Sokka, his trip was all about confidence. He was trying to find his groove, and he just needed to see one go in. Sokka gaining more confidence leads to him taking down the Fire Nation war fleet at the end of the show. He quickly identifies the airship Slice, will take out the fleet, and he believes with 100% certainty that it'll work. In those moments, he cannot second guess himself. He needs to trust his instincts, which we've seen him do earlier on in the show. For Katara, her lesson was about trust. Trusting Zuko, who had been the face of the enemy for so long, and letting that trust grow into something real. Their bond became so strong that by the time of Sozin's Comet, they were able to take on Azula together. Without Katara being fully on board with Zuko, the final battle could have gone very differently. Their belief in each other, built on that journey, was the difference between life and death. Without getting into the deep analysis, I just love these 3 episodes when Zuko joins the team so much. The second time you watch the show, you are looking forward to when Zuko joins it, and it does take a long time, but when he does, it's so worth it. The beautiful visuals in the Firebending Masters, and the funny moments that happen between Aang and Zuko. The suspensefulness of the Boiling Rock, with the fun execution of the prison riot and escape plan. Not to mention some of the minor characters getting some shine, with Mai stepping up to Azula and claiming she loves Zuko more than she fears her. Plus, we get Suki running on people's heads to go and capture the warden. The eeriness is on full display in the Southern Raiders, the duo of Katara and Zuko jumping the Navy ships to try and find the right guy. We get to see Zuko see bloodbending for the first time and realizing that he probably chose the right side at the right time. And that's why I think these 3 Zuko episodes are one of the best stretches in all of Avatar The Last Airbender. They give us everything: gorgeous visuals, suspenseful plot, twists, emotional payoffs, and some of the funniest characters' interactions in the whole show. More than that though, they cement Zuko's place on Team Avatar. He's no longer the enemy chasing Aang across the world. He's a friend, a mentor, and a partner in their mission to end the war. These episodes prove just how carefully Avatar was written. They're not filler, they're not side quests, they're essential to showing how far our characters have come, and why the finale hits as hard as it does. What do you think is the best 3-episode stretch in Avatar The Last Airbender? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other Avatar videos linked down below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.